Here's what I have to tell you. Your offer isn't actually bad. And when you put it out there and it feels like crickets and you're not making the impact you really want, even though you know you're so good at what you do, it's not the offer you need to change. It's something else. And inside of this episode, I'm going to be breaking down exactly what that something else is. And stick around till the end because the third piece that I highlight is going to be a game changer for you. Welcome, coaches, to another episode of the Best Damn Coach podcast. I'm so excited you're here, and I'm really excited because we are just 1 week away from my 3-day live training called the Coach's Signature Framework Series. And if you haven't signed up, it's not too late. We've got plenty of days left. I want you to share it with all the coaches that you know because I believe this is a transformational training that's going to have you ending 2025 with the amazing clarity that you're seeking and the confidence to finish strong. And so you can sign up at amanda-walker.com/live. And inside this training, I'm going to be walking you through 3 really important elements that are going to bring that confidence and clarity to your coaching business. The goal is to really walk you through the steps of building a signature framework, but I'm also going to be sharing the key components that make you unforgettable as a coach and also the greatest mistake keeping you invisible. And today, actually, we are going to be diving into kind of like a teaser of what this is going to be like, what the 3-day training is going to be like. So if this episode speaks to you, hands down, you should run, not walk, and go sign up for the live training, which is going to be in the show notes. And again, is at amanda-walker.com/live. A couple notes. If you were we are October 7th, 8th, 9th at 9 a.m. Arizona time. If you cannot be there live, if you are signed up, you will get access to the replays, but you must be signed up as a participant in the live training series. And you're going to have an opportunity to ask questions about the live training. There's a workbook to support you. So this is meant to be an action-packed, not just fluffy delivery of content. And today, I really want to dive into that with you. Because here's what I know it feels true for you. It feels harder than ever to stand out in a crowded market. Feels like maybe the things that we're working aren't working. And that leaves you feeling like a hidden gem. You know you're brilliant. You have this expertise. You want to create that impact, but you're feeling kind of stuck because maybe you're not getting the clients you want, but also you're not talking about your coaching services. You're not really sure how to put yourself out there or what to say, what to talk about. That's going to feel and look different than what other people in the industry are doing. And so that's really what I want to talk about today because there's a mistake that I see continually happening when coaches feel that way. So when they feel like it's crickets, they feel like things aren't moving at the speed that they'd like them to be. Here is this pattern that I see. Inside, what your next step is to do is like, oh, my offer is bad. My coaching package is bad. My coaching offer isn't what people want. And today, what I'm going to actually show you is that's not true. And there's a very logical and common sense way to be able to have discernment around this. And I'm going to show you how to step back and self-assess your business a little bit and make the necessary shifts for that to happen. I think there are plenty of masterful and talented coaches out there, and they're poor. They're great at potentially what they could do, but they don't have the income to prove that. And it's not because they're not brilliant at what they can do, or it's not even because they're incapable of creating transformation for their clients. Quite honestly, it's not even because you are feeling like an imposter. You might even be like, I know I'm good at what I do. I could really change lives. You don't feel that imposter syndrome, but you feel this confusion or hesitation or frustration around what am I doing wrong? Where should I be spending my time? And this all gets muddled up and has you sitting and doing and spending time on the things that actually aren't moving the needle and changing things like your offer, when in actuality, it's not really your offer. And if you could imagine a bottle, you are inside of said bottle. And when you're inside the bottle, you cannot read the label from the outside. And this is a continual problem that I see with coaches, and I struggle with myself. So guess what? Takes one to know one, and I can see it really well inside of people. And often what's happening is that you are talking about your offer that in a way that just doesn't make sense for your ideal client. You're speaking it too coachy. You're essentially speaking coach language to people who don't speak coach yet. And you're sharing things with them about your offer that they don't actually care about. Now, I've mentioned some of these things on multiple episodes before, but y'all, it is still the main reason our coaches are not getting clients. When my coaches come into the Framework Builder Lab or the Best Damn Coach, within 2 minutes of them talking to me, I can see that this is a continual pattern. And much of the reason that we struggle with this, well, a few reasons, is we know we are so not back at home plate. We've already rounded third base in this transformation and the understanding of what we do. We forget what it's like to be at home plate. And so we think that we have so much more to offer our client, which you do. You have like this toolbox, you have this knowledge, you have these transformations under your tool belt. And you feel the desire to have to prove that you're smart and great at what you do. The struggle is your client is overwhelmed by that. And so you're doing these things that I'm going to highlight in today's episode, and you're not realizing that that's the gap that's being created. And for whatever reason, then your brain says, go change the offer. Here's why it's not the offer. It's very clear. Because nobody has bought your offer to tell you it stinks. Nobody has said, wow, coaching with you really sucks. I'd never buy that again. It's not the offer because nobody has bought said offer, which reveals with certainty it's the way you are talking about the offer that is holding you back from success. And so I'm going to highlight three ways to validate the idea that it's not the offer, and instead how we fix it is the way we talk about the offer. So I've already kind of alluded to number one. Number one reason that it's not the offer is it's how you're talking about it is because you are using language that is too coachy. When you are talking about what you do, you're using language from your own transformation, your own experience that is far beyond where the client is. I'm going to use a great example of one of my current clients. She's freaking awesome at what she does. She's basically taking her 20 years of corporate sales and medical sales experience, and what she realized, she was this, on this hedonic treadmill. She's a high achiever. She was go, 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 move the next goal. And then all of a sudden it was like, I feel empty, right? And she realized that there was this inner work to do. The problem is she keeps talking about all the inner work. And somebody who's a high achiever and somebody who is just wanting to go, go, go and hit the next milestone, the things they're struggling with, though, they don't recognize it's the inner stuff. They're struggling with the tangible pain points every day. They're exhausted. They feel burnout. And she said, no, but I don't like do burnout coaching. I get it. But that is their symptom. That is the thorn in their foot every day that they're faced with that has them searching for you and the work you do. So when you say, I teach you energetics or I teach you emotional intelligence, that particular client is like, I don't need that. And they do need that. They need you. But we have to present it to them in a way that it matches the daily struggle that they're constantly muddling through. A great example is a weight loss coach who focuses on emotional eating. But if you keep saying, I'm going to help you process and release your emotions, I'm going to help you curb emotional eating, that's not the pain point that the client exists. The pain point every day is when the kids go to bed, they can't stop eating all the ice cream and the popcorn. I need you talking about that. That is the problem. And so it's not the offer. It's that your client, who might even be following you, might listen to your stuff, is actually your ideal client, but they don't see themselves inside of it yet because you're speaking too coachy, right? They're not lying awake at 3 a.m. thinking, gosh, I want to get healthy. I want to feel empowered. They're thinking things like, I just got to freaking fit into my clothes that I spent $1,000 on last year and can't fit in. Or they're thinking like, I freaking yelled at my kids again and I hate myself for it. Or I am so terrified to even speak tomorrow in that board meeting. I wonder if I can get out of it. This is the language of your ideal client. It's not the offer. It's the way you're talking about it. So again, too coachy. Another reason it's not the offer, it's the way you're talking about it, is you're talking about the deliverables of the coaching container. So when you go to market it, you're talking and focusing on things like the 7 one-to-one calls that they're going to get that are going to change their life, or the Voxer or WhatsApp access that they're going to get, the weekly videos that you're going to be sending, or the library of modules of content that they're going to have access to, or, the XYZ, whatever part of your coaching container exists. The problem with presenting that sounds like a lot of work. That sounds like, I don't know if I really need all of that. And this is a constant objection I hear from my students is they're like, yeah, but I don't need all that. That's because it's not their job to know what they need. You are the expert who decides on the best fit container to get the result for your client. So they might perceive they can get it done in 3 sessions, and you know good and well that it's going to take 6 months of work to undo the patterning. So when we focus on the parts of your coaching program or container, and we're constantly talking about that, your client might feel like it's not enough, or it's too much, or why would I need that? What's the value in that? So again, your clients don't care necessarily about the number of sessions. Your clients care about something more important. And this leads to step number 3. Your clients care about results. Your clients want to know, am I going to get the thing? Am I going to be able to talk in the board meeting with confidence moving forward? Am I going to stop yelling at my kids so I can stop this inner dialogue about how horrible my parenting is? Can I stop eating all the ice cream and drinking all the wine and having all the popcorn after 10 a.m. that I know is contributing to weight loss, but I don't know how to fix it? So right now, your clients aren't going to the internet searching emotional eating coaching offer. They're searching the exact result that they desire, or how to overcome the pain point that they are struggling with. So it's a testament to, it's not the offer, it's how we have to talk about the offer that is going to shift your ability to get clients, your ability to feel confident about your coaching, your ability to have complete clarity instead of confusion over the exact outcomes that your coaching brings. Because if your offer isn't selling, it has nothing to do with the offer. It has to do with the way you've named it, the way you've talked about it. It has to do with the confusion that you're experiencing. Here's the great news. All of those are 100% fixable. That's the exciting part. You don't have to throw it all away. You don't have to burn it down. You just need to be with someone who can help you get that clarity and rework the language. And so that's exactly what I'm going to be helping you do inside of my 3-day live training coming up. Again, we kick off October 7th at 9 a.m. Arizona time. We go for 3 days, 7th, 8th, 9th. And inside of that day one, the first session, you're already going to feel some of that exact clarity that you're seeking. Because on day 1 of the training, I'm going to be hitting on a little bit deeper of what we've talked about today. This greatest mistake that's keeping you invisible. I have some amazing visuals to share with you and how to fix it. And what you may not realize is this is the core of your entire business. It leads to this specific framework that's going to guarantee results. And on day 2 of the training, this is going to be the aha moment that you're seeking. What is the exact outcome your clients are seeking? How do we talk about it in a way that makes sense to them? And more importantly, when you get that clarity, you build a methodology around that guarantees success for your clients. And for me, that is the most important thing that you can do because it generates renewals, referrals, and raving fans of your work. And then on day 3, we're going to talk about how do we take that and really make ourselves unforgettable when we're in a saturated market. So this is a 3-day training that I guarantee you're going to be so grateful you carved out time for. In fact, I don't think you should spend time doing anything else that week as far as, learning and listening. This is going to be something that is action-packed. I'm going to give you a homework assignment that's very simple every day. We're also doing a giveaway because I want to incentivize the action you're going to take. So when you sign up, you're going to get access to the workbook. Again, amanda-walker.com/live. And then you're going to be able to post your daily homework assignments inside our daily thread. I'm going to be giving away some amazing prizes inside the community because I want you to do it differently. I want you to end the year with fire that kicks off and really just like moves into 2026. And I know with certainty after over 400 students in the Framework Builder Lab, after working with hundreds more students in other programs, that the core things that I'm going to be hitting on in this 3-day training are the exact things that you are missing to build that foundation inside of your business. And I'm going to be so excited to show you live case studies of women and coaches just like you that have seen that amazing transformation. So again, come join me. It's the only time I host this training series in the year. It's again at amanda-walker.com/live. And what I'd love for you to do is share this episode in maybe a coaching group you're a part of, share it with another coaching friend or colleague that you feel would have value. I would love to just fill this virtual room up with amazing coaches who I know are so brilliant. You have this expertise, but it just doesn't feel like it's landing like it should, or that you want it to. You're not creating the impact or the number of clients. You just feel hesitation around sharing your brilliance. Things feel kind of messy. And if that is you, you should 100% come and join me October 7th, 8th, and 9th. Again, the link is in the comments to join. I've said it a few times. One last shout out and call to action, amanda-walker.com/live. I'll see you soon.